Welcome back to Fan Art with Bartholomew. You know what, let's just call it Fan Art with Bart. Fan Art with Bart, the future streamy winner for Best Art-Based Show. Is that a category? Fan Art with Bart is the show where I, Bart, a professional artist, create fan art of your original characters. After all, we can't all be artistic professionals, so this is my way of giving back to the artistic community. You're welcome. So I asked you all to submit your original characters, and I have created professional fan art of them. First up, we have this is my innocent boy Chauncey Adams. He is a Dullahan. I'm not sure what a Dullahan is, but I'm sure it's not that important to the character design. Alright, so when I look at this character, the most important burning desire to me is to understand this character's anatomy. After all, their head is just smoke. Clearly, there is some interesting anatomy going on here, so I have taken it upon myself to truly understand your character in and out. Using your art as reference, you will see that I have recreated the exact look of Chauncey. And when we slide this layer away, we see Chauncey's true identity. He's a sentient cigarette, which is what I'm sure a Dullahan is. Next up we have this is my OC Cole. He's half Minotaur. He hates himself and plays guitar and sings in a band called Top Rate Vermin. He's a nervous long punk boy. I love him. I love him too. Let's create fan art of him. Now before I show you the art I have created of your character, I want to make it clear that I have tried a different art style this time around. It's not my typical art style, but I feel that it better represents your character than my typical art style. Voila! Your character Cole has been recreated, and the perfect art style for him. Something about this art style truly called to me when recreating your character. Just look at it. It captures him perfectly. Frankly, I feel that I should have charged you for this one, but it's still free. Next up, we have Rose. She's a squirrel, a combination of Swiss roll and squirrel. I believe you may have made a mistake in your character design. I mean, I do see the role in question, however, I am failing to see the squirrel part of the equation. That's alright. Mistakes like that are very common in the artistic community, so I have taken some artistic liberties in order to improve your character. And you see, when we accurately represent Rose as the squirrel that she truly is, her character comes to life. Do you feel the raw energy emanating from this piece? Some of my greatest work. Next up, we have an OC that does not have any info on them yet, but maybe someone can think of a name for them. An intriguing proposition. I will provide a poll right here in the video with some possible names for this stunning specimen. We will let the audience decide. However, as far as creating art of this character, I am once again intrigued by the mystery that shrouds them. What identity hides under that mask? Well, as an artist who gives the people what they want, I am inclined to show you. You see, after carefully studying this character, I believe I do know what they look like under that mask. And so, without further ado, the removal of the mask. Truly, art in and of itself. Now I do hope you don't mind me exposing the identity of your character like this, but I believe the people deserve to know. Next up we have Remiel. Remedial. Truly an intriguing design for a character, though it does seem that your piece on the right remains unfinished. It is tantalizing, you see, because that piece is so close to completion, but that's alright, I have completed it myself. And there they are, remedial in all their glory. As you can see, you just forgot to include the explosion behind them. I mean, come on, they're an action hero, that's Art 101. I mean, come on, have you learned nothing from the greatest visionary of our time, Michael Bay? But yes, I believe I have truly captured your character in this piece. So, You're free to hang it in your house now. Next up we have This Is My Super Sweet and Sticky Slime Girl. I believe we have stumbled upon yet another artistic design mistake. You say she is sweet and sticky, however, I do not see that conveyed in this piece. But once again, that is alright, I have rectified the problem. Though before I reveal my piece, feel free to vote on a name for this character, as she has also not been named. Here it is, my piece. As you can see, she is so sweet that she is attracting flies. This piece also conveys her stickiness, as the flies are getting stuck on her surface. If anything, she is the mortal enemy of flies, as they cannot resist her tantalizing sweetness. And once again, this piece is free, so feel free to hang it in your house or in a museum. This is Bobby. He is the most intelligent and artistic bird out there. You had me worried for a minute. After all, we all know that I'm the most artistic out there, but I am certainly no bird, so let's begin work on this piece. Now you see, when I look at Bobby, my main question is, how does this bird manage to create such stunning pieces? After all, he does not have opposable thumbs, so how does he manage to hold the brush? Well, I believe you're going to be quite happy with your piece, because not only did I create one picture, I created many pictures. That's right, I made you an animation. And there it is, Bobby's truly inspired creative process. This is a bird whose art truly rivals that of Renaissance-era paintings. Just look at that form. I believe we could all learn a bit from Bobby. Next up, we have one named Serious Miss, and she is harder to do. Oh, there's no such thing as a challenge that I do not enjoy. She is very hyper, and her hair is like a galaxy and moves like one. Well, you weren't lying when you said this character is truly hard to capture, as I believe you have made an artistic mistake yourself. Once again, completely understandable. All artists run into design flaws every now and again, but I believe that I may have corrected this piece for you. As you can see here, I have truly made her hair behave as a galaxy, complete with black hole in the center and all. And as a result, she is in a constant state of experiencing spaghettification, which is a real scientific term, by the way, look it up. Serious Mist, your hair both baffles the mind and inspires the soul. Next up we have Reilly. The things on his face/neck are scars because he's edgy. Trademarked. Good on you, at Vagabond Wayward, for snatching up the trademark on the word edgy. Now you see, this piece was actually quite difficult for me because something about the original piece just didn't quite feel right. I don't believe any artistic mistakes were necessarily made, but something about the piece could definitely be improved on. Perhaps it was the facial structure, I'm not quite sure, but something needed improving. As you can see, this new design for Reilly, which might I add I drew completely from scratch, is superior to the original design in nearly every way. Other than perhaps the hair color and the eye color and the scars. I believe those could still be improved upon, but for now, I believe we have a superior Reilly design. I believe I have truly outdone myself with this piece. Next up, we have Reilly on Twitter with their OC Bartholo gun, and oh dear lord, did you mean to create the most repulsive character on the planet? I truly do hate to judge your art so harshly, but good God, man! I feel as though I'm going to vomit just looking at it. Oh, I am sorry to be so rude, but I truly cannot bring myself to recreate this character. In fact, if you all don't mind, I'm going to have to end the show here. I am feeling quite ill. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Fan Art with Bart. Do let me know if you would like to see more fan art with Bart. And with that, I'm going to go lay down and attempt to forget that I ever saw that last abomination. Whew.